Hey, less than 12 hours ago, Handbook Bundle emailed me about this amazing book bundle that they have. In this video, I will do a first impression over all of them, all 36. So focus up. First of all, this bundle is $15, at least $15 for 36 books. Of course, it's for charity, so you can always pay more. I like this bundle. When I was in university, YouTube wasn't that big, so I would drive to a half-price bookstore every weekend looking for something interesting to read. Since I couldn't afford Barnes & Noble's, Half Price is my preferred bookstore. I don't know if it is the same with the half-price store around your place, but the one I went to have a section where everything is only $1. So I spent like $20 like each time. So my point is, this is less than $1 per book. Actually 42 cents, given that it is 36 books for a minimum of $15. Actually you can pay less, but I wouldn't. So I bought the book, I found them interesting, and I'm going to talk about each of them one by one. Just as a disclaimer, these are definitely not college textbooks, and for those of you who are still in school, do not use them in your citation. Plus, I do think the information in these books are interesting and can inspire you and give you new info. Note that the books are available in PDF and other formats, and the list is really long, so let's begin. Okay, first book in the list, Star Wars vs. Star Trek. Just a side-by-side comparison of the two franchises. They have 20 chapters. This book gives me a social science textbook vibe. Yeah. Next is Everything Everyday Math book. This is a textbook that any people who are trying to teach math should buy. It's like when kids in math class are asking, why are we learning this? So this is why. The Everything Guide to Pre-Algebra. It's way too many words about math, way too many words. Next book is 100 Things to See in the Night Sky. It's pretty nice. That's all I have to say. Next book is Simple Act to Save Our Planet. This is the book that we need. It's all about sustainability and the environment. So, future star founders, read this. Very simple to do. We are talking about like a few sentences per act or something, right? Next, Weather 101, a simplified version of a textbook, Physiology. 1001 fact that will scare the beep out of you. Cannot read that word because I don't want to get demonetized. Great read if you want to understand why some people are scared of everything. Next, Why Didn't I Think of That? Great book for inventor. Next, What's Your STEM? So for teacher and parents, it's a bunch of projects to spark curiosity, and it's good to make those projects with kids, I guess. Next book, Dad's Book of Awesome Science Experiment. So it's kind of similar to the last one. Next book, Psych 101. I have read 2 psychology textbooks in grad school. This is a simplified version of that. Next book, the 12th book, Everything Guide to Algebra. Less words, so more graphic, better. Next, Math Geek. It's very simple to understand. It's like a couple of pages per concept. Pretty good. Next, Anatomy 101. This book needs more illustration. It's all text, man. Next, The Physics of Star Wars. Don't read it if you don't want to break your immersion. Next book, Facts from Space. A lot of facts, and there are a paragraph each, so it's a good read. Next book, 100 Things to See in the Southern Night Sky. Same thing as the last one, different location, but similar. Next, Everything STEM Handbook. This is for parents and has a lot of information. Next, Architect 101. It starts with Stone Age and it ends in green architecture. So a few pages per like architectural time period. It's pretty nice. Next, Nature is the Worst. Another book that inspires fear. Next, The Ultimate Roblox book. So if you want to learn how to build your own games, why don't you check out YouTube? Why don't you check out my first game video? So people don't read about programming anymore, they watch videos, I guess. Right? Next, Everything Astronomy book. I wonder if it is a simplified version of an astronomy textbook, because I have never read anything related to astronomy. Next, Everything Psychology book. It's quite similar to that Psych 101 book. Next, Psych experiment. It is true that a lot of a messed up psychological experiment was done before, and this book actually documented a lot of them. I don't know whether it's all of them because I only like flip through it, real quick. Next, DNA is you. It's a great intro to DNA. Next, Everything Guide to the Human Brain. This is like a summary of a psychology textbook. Yeah, just like before. Next, Astronomy 101. Similar to the last one, same a lot of details, same thing I guess. Everything amazing. So this is like a surprising amount of graphic and story about science. So it's just different kind of science. Next, Everything Kids Scratch Coding Book. So Scratch is a platform to learn programming by moving blocks instead of typing out commands. It's for kids, it's for primary school kids, or in the States they call it elementary school kids, right? So it's very interactive. However, I read out a 10-year-old will read this, so I'm guessing it is for adults. Then my question is, why don't you just go to YouTube and learn how to, use Scratch? Next, In the Company of Trees. So literally great description and photos of trees. The photos are pretty good. Next, The Science of Marvel. Yeah, I will read this. If you are an Avenger fan, you should too. So. Next, Bizarre World. You should find your country in this book and start realizing how weird your country is. I found mine, which is China. Some weird tradition that I didn't know about. Next, Statistics 101. It is not advanced, but it's a good place to start if you don't know anything about statistics. Next, Everything Guide to Anatomy and Physiology. So a bit more visual than the last book. The last book had visuals at the end of the books, but for this one they put the visuals like spread out in each part. So it is more advanced visual. So it looks like they draw it themselves. So I don't know, maybe I don't know. But I still think that the two of the anatomy book here still need improving. Next, Advanced Roblox Coding Book. Same as the last one. Watch my first video about games. Finally, Genetic 101. A lot of details similar to the DNA is You book. Okay, that's it guys. That's my first impression of this humble bundle. Hope that helps you make your purchase decision. And if you're interested in startup or coding, you should check out my channel and subscribe. Comment if you actually buy this bundle. I will really appreciate it. Okay, out. one more chance. Worry and honey, give it one more chance.